Good afternoon and welcome back to the Perkins Garages YouTube channel for a Ford Ranger Wildtrak walk around video. But before we do get started with the walk around, I would kindly ask you all to hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment of my content ever again. This here is a sea grey Ford Ranger Wildtrak double cab featuring the 2-litre bi-turbo engine producing 215 PS of power. That 215 PS of power is then transmitted through all four wheels through a 10-speed automatic gearbox. The vehicle itself is registered on a 2023 registration, meaning we're taking Ford warranty with us till March 2026. The vehicle itself is very low mileage, this one only done 4,000 miles, but like always, I'll get the exact number once we're on the dashboard in a minute. So sit pretty and let me walk you around this lovely sea grey Wildtrak Ranger and hopefully talk to you about all the specification it holds. So there is my shadow. Hello, nice to see you. I can't do much about that this afternoon, but this is the remote central locking key. This one here is going to be for the mounting top roll cover, which we'll come to in a minute. If we click on the unlock button, that will in turn wake up the daytime running lamps. Daytime running lamps give you the ultimate visibility in daytime conditions, so you're always going to be seen on the road. Like now, for example, a bright November afternoon, they are still perfectly visible. Inside those lovely headlights are the Ford LED headlights as well. And we have the LED front fog lights, and we have parking sensors trailing all the way around the front lip of the bumper, like so. That little dull area there, that's a front-facing radar, responsible for some of the Wildtrak driver assistance pack that is on board. And yes, I shall cover that once we're inside. Moving ourselves around the front bumper, we eventually come to these beautiful 18-inch alloy wheels. These are a machine cut, so they are silver and shiny at the front with a magnetic grey just behind. They look really lovely. In between there you can see the silver painted brake calipers. The tyres fitted on here are the Continental cross-continent tyres, or cross-contact tyres even. I'm trying to read upside down. And as you can tell, they're in very good condition. Plenty of happy motoring miles on those yet. I'm going to draw your attention north quickly because we have some sensors to discuss. Unfortunately, we've got a bit of a reflection of a tree, but there is a sensor there, please believe me, and that is a sensor for the lights. So as the sun goes down and the moon comes up, your lights will come on automatically. Up at the top of the windscreen there is 3 more sensors. I know that you can't see them, but just trust me on this. One of them is a traffic speed sign recognition camera. So as you go past a different speed sign, that shall change and be displayed on your dashboard. In accordance of the speed limiter, that can be used to change the intelligent speed limiter according to the speed sign it is just read. Anywho, next to it is a light sensor for the automatic headlights, and to the right of it is a rain sensor for the rain sensing wipers. Further north we do have silver painted roof rails, so if you require a roof box, it'll be nice and easy to get one on top. Back down to the body of the vehicle now. On both wings we have beautiful bi-turbo badging. The colour continues in the mirror cup, so we have a nice sea grey matching mirror cover. On the driver's door we have a nice bit of specification to talk about. Key appears again. Lock the vehicle, straight into my pocket. On the door handle we have that little indentation to signify we have keyless entry. So if I go to half zoom, I don't know if you'll be able to see the light in the wing mirror. So you've got to be within 3 foot or 1 metre to use your system. So if you tap behind the door handle, I don't think you saw it, but it unlocks the car. Then you tap on that little square indent there, it will then lock the vehicle. That is keyless entry. So after about 20-30 seconds, if you don't open the door, it will then lock the vehicle once again. We do have 2 side steps either side of the vehicle to help the shorter people of this world get into the vehicle. So yes, side steps both sides is always nice to have. At this stage of the video I take a step back and I try and assess the body for you. I'm just going to try and get my hand in front of the light there, and I'm just going to shimmy the camera nice and high all the way to the floor, hopefully showing you just how lovely all the body panels on this Ranger are. The pane of glass, this one looks beautiful. So coming around now back to the offside rear wheel, we'll give you a good look at that. As you can tell, we have matching tyres all the way around. A bit of a mechanics lesson here, look. So these have rear drums. Rear drum brakes are ultra efficient and very low maintenance. So you, the user, will not have any maintenance bills for a very long time on these rear drums, as they are self-adjustable. Another mechanics lesson, that bit of metal there is called a leaf spring suspension. On a regular vehicle you have McPherson struts, and because it's leaf spring suspension, that means you can carry plenty in the rear there. I think it's carry 2, tow 2. So yeah, so you got, I think it's a 2 ton. I'm not even going to quote the number because I can't remember it, so I'll find it out and put it in the description, the max payload. Anyway, so that means you can carry loads and tow loads because of the nice suspension setup. Anyway, in the gap there we can see a brand new spare wheel, so I'm going to show you that now, as it's easier than me crawling around on the floor later on. Moving ourselves around the rear of this Ranger Wildtrak, we have rear parking sensors, as you can see on that bottom lip there, and they're complemented beautifully with a high definition reversing camera. This links up beautifully to the tow bar. So we have the factory fitted tow bar that has a towing capacity of 3,500 kilos on a brake trailer. By law, if it's an unbrake trailer, that is down to 750 kilos. To the left hand side, as you can see, we have the updated EU socket there, ready for all trailers, caravans and everything in between. We'll come back to the rear truck bit in a second, but before we do, we're just going to do the exact same treatment on the near side of the vehicle. So try and get that bit of light out there for you. So starting nice and high, gradually just shimming the camera down the near side of the body. Obviously it's a bit sunnier this side, so I'll try my best for you. Then we can link it round again to the near side rear wheel. Give you a good look at that. Now we can follow the side step all the way down to the near side front wheel. Beautiful. So this is an Eco Blue engine, and what that means for you is it's going to have an AdBlue system. This is a solution that you can buy from any petrol station, any motor retailer. You can even buy it in B&Q these days, I saw the other day. So AdBlue goes straight in that hole there. You have a reservoir, and what AdBlue does, it sprays a solution onto the exhaust gases, minimising the amount of nitrous oxide, making it a nice clean burn. This is a Euro 6.2 compliant vehicle, also a ULEZ compliant vehicle. Just thought I'd give you another little mechanics lesson. Okay, so now at the rear of this Ranger, this has a little party piece. I'll show you. Ready? Oh, I've got to unlock it first. Fair enough. There you go. This has the electronic mounting top roll cover. So with a double click on the button, you can retract the cover that goes over the truck section. We have the ever faithful workbench area here. So this has got the bed liner installed in it. So this heavy duty plastic I'm currently whacking is a very heavy duty, and it's going to last you the test of time. Anything you load in or out of the vehicle, it's not going to damage it. It's going to keep it in a very good condition for a very long time. So at the back of here we have a tethering port all the way around. As you can see, we have a 400 kilo capacity on those, but that bed looks lovely. It's in fantastic condition. To the left hand rear, I'm sorry about the sunlight, I'm trying my best here for you, is a 12 volt socket. So that's an external 12 volt socket. That is a weatherproof, so that'd be perfect for charging drills, power packs, radios and everything in between. We do also have the roller shutter button on the left hand side of the sill there. So one click on that button there and that will shut it all up again, like so. Beautiful. Oh, that's lovely. That's a nice bit of engineering, that. I'm a fan. Okay, so that's the exterior taken care of. Let's go and have a look inside the rear. So, opening up the driver's rear door, let's have a look at the door cards to begin with. This sun is not ideal. So we have the Wildtrak synthetic leather on the side there, all defined by that lovely orange stitching. We have 4 electric windows, so we give you 1 control on every single door card. Spinning the camera around now to look at the rear seats. We have some beautiful leather seating there with a bit of a cloth around the outside of it. So you have a perforated cloth section in the lower back and base part of the seat. If you do require carrying those smaller humans of the world, you're going to need an ISO-fixing seat. So we have two of them, one on the left-hand rear and one on the right-hand rear. In the middle here we do have a lovely cup holder section to keep your drinks nicely stored. At the bottom there, when the children no longer need ISO-fixing seats and they have iPods, iPads and everything in between, they need to charge them. So down there is a 230 volt, sorry about the light, 230 volt 150 watt plug socket, and equally a 12 volt socket for good measure, so keeping devices nicely charged up on those longer journeys. Inside the front of the vehicle is where all the magic happens, so let me give you a quick tour. Driver's door card, again we have that beautiful soft touch leather. We have 4 electric windows, with the driver window being a one-touch auto. The button just here is for the window locking for the rears. If you do have children and don't want them climbing out the windows, that's the button for you. Just left hand to the door handle is where you'll find interior locking. Spinning the camera around once again, we can then have a look at the driver and passenger seat. So both of these seats are electronically controlled and heated. As you can see, we have a beautiful Wildtrak embroidered halfway down, and that half leather, I wouldn't say half leather, actually mainly leather with a bit of cloth around the outside, and the lower back and base section is very nice indeed. So these seats are a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8-way adjustable driver's seat. I'm just going to jump inside the vehicle now, which you may hear a little bit of distortion on my microphone, so please just bear with me for a moment. Okay, we are now inside the vehicle, and to begin with I'm going to give you a tour around the dashboard. So what I can do is we have a power engine start stop button, foot on the brake, the light goes green. That gains us power to the vehicle. I tell you what, to begin with, I'm just going to turn the air conditioning off like so and just reposition the vehicle so I'm not facing the sun. There we are. That way you're all going to be able to see everything I'm doing, so please just bear with me. Beauty of live video and beautiful autumn day. So we're in a more shaded area. That beautiful reversing camera while we're at it. So you see that black line up, lining up perfectly with your trailer. So that is your trailer hitch assist, and that's going to be no more left hand down, right hand down, forward a bit, back a bit, and that's perfect. So as you turn the wheel, that's going to guide you on to your trailer, not a problem. And whilst we're here, the proximity sensors for the front and rear parking sensors can be found to the top right hand side of the screen. That will give you an intermittent beep. That'll increase in frequency as you get further or closer to the object in front or behind you. Before I forget, put the vehicle into park and pull the handbrake up. Okay, so to begin with the interior tour, we're going to be showing you around the driver displays. We have corresponding arrows on the left and right hand side of the steering wheel to control the corresponding screen. So if we start with the left hand side, this is going to be a lot for your media. So what I mean by this is we're into entertainment. Obviously the radio is off at this time, and we have navigation. So if you set your forward navigation on the sync screen, the directions can appear in front of you here. Then we come down to phone, and this is regarding your phone connectivity. In addition, on this screen we have an ambient air temperature sensor, which is 8 degrees today. We have a gear selector indicator, sorry, that is the compass there, sorry, north, I'm facing north. We have the time, and the gear selector indicator is the bottom of the analog dial. The analog dial is a speedo with miles per hour around the outside and kilometers an hour in the middle. To the right hand side, starting at the bottom, we have a handbrake warning sign, a seatbelt warning sign, and this is the digital driver's display with a lot of essential driving information on board. So to begin with, we have a coolant temperature sensor at the outside and a fuel gauge next to it. Currently we're looking at the analog RPM gauge, that counts the revolutions of the crankshaft times 1,000. Coming down, we can have a digital speedo, miles to empty there as well, so fuel range. We have live tyre pressures, we have average speed, we have distance to empty. If we go left on here, it brings up a further menu. I'm just going to change hands of the camera, please excuse me. So what we're going to do to begin with is we're going to come all the way down to driver assistance. I mentioned earlier this Wildtrak has a beautiful driver assistance pack. So that includes your AdBlue status, your AdBlue refill. So I mentioned about the AdBlue system earlier, and this is where you'll find all the information about it. We have a trailer control system, we have different chimes, we have cruise control, driver alert, local hazard information, lane keeping system, pre-collision assist, speed limiter, then we're down to traffic signs and tyre monitor. So tons of very important driving software to keep you nice and safe on the road. Just below it is vehicle settings. So if you go into vehicle settings, we can show you lighting, for example, which is the auto high beam, and we'll come down once more, remote start. This is an automatic vehicle, so if you download the Forward Pass app, connect your vehicle, you can start it remotely. Very clever. And we've got the bit there for the rain sensing wipers, and just below it somewhere it will be for your mirrors. That's lovely. So that's around the screen we are looking at. Now we can digest the steering wheel. So again, we've covered the arrows on each side. The bottom right hand side here is where you'll find all of the controls for the adaptive cruise control. So as you can see, we have a speed limiter bottom left, we have the distance control in the middle, and we have your set plus and minus arrows on the right hand side. So it's a very ergonomic place to keep it, so when you're driving along it's just by your right thumb, so very easy to adjust. If you're not using a cruise control or adaptive cruise control, start using it. It'll be fantastic for your fuel consumption when you're sitting on a motorway, because you won't be excessively revving the vehicle when you don't need to. Left hand side we have volume control, we have a voice command, we have a mute button, and a pick up, decline and previous and next song function. Moving on now to the central reservation of the Ranger, we have obviously a physical handbrake, two beautiful design cup holders with tension springs in there as well. This is the control for the 10-speed automatic gearbox. So we have, like always, a little trigger at the back there which releases with your foot on the brake to put it down to the relevant drive position, with the semi-automatic function for the gearbox on the right hand side of the selector. Down in here we have all the gearbox controls, and we have a parade of buttons here, which is a parking sensors off, we have a traction control on and off button, a diff lock, and also hill descent control. In front of that, as you can see, we have two 12-volt sockets and then two USB-A ports, so perfect for keeping all your phones and everything else charged up nicely. The Ford Ranger Wildtrak features a dual zone air conditioning system, so both sides of the cabin can be set to individual temperatures. And very quickly, whilst we're here, that includes two heated front seats and the electronically heated windscreen. So in the winter months, which are fast approaching us, that's going to be beautiful to defrost nice and quickly. Now we can look up to this beautiful screen, which is a Sync 3.4 module. So if I just click the home to begin with, on the home page there we have audio, climate, we have phone, navigation and apps. So if I give you a quick tour, audio, we have different sources such as AM, FM, DAB and Bluetooth audio. Climate, we have the buttons on the screen to control both sides of the temperatures, but don't forget we still have the physical buttons down there as well. So yeah, again, you can change different temperatures. We have rear demist, front demist, different flows of vents, and also fan speed, or the automatic function there as well. That I won't waste too much time with, but that's your Bluetooth. Then we have the Ford navigation here. It's very easy to set a destination. So click the search box. For example, you'd like to come to Perkins to have a look at this Ranger, Charlie Mike 77, 60 Alpha. Very responsive, these screens, I must say, very, very responsive. If I was to click start, then I can have the directions appear on the left hand screen in front of me. In addition, we click on settings quickly, and we have the widgets there for your vehicle settings, display settings, automatic over the air updates, ambient lighting on the screen as well. I must say quickly, this screen fully supports Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, so plug your phone in using a USB data cable in one of the USB ports, and it shall mirror your phone onto the screen, making it hands-free. So if you receive phone calls, you can click on the button to pick up and decline. You can use your voice command, such as Siri, so you can send text messages, make phone calls, ask it random questions whilst you're driving along, but you keep your hands off of your phone. Please refer to other photographs to see example of Apple CarPlay. Right, I think that's about it for me today. If you did have any further questions, give us a call, 01376 550 899. If you like the video, subscribe, like, and leave us a lovely comment below. That'd be very much appreciated. Thanks for watching. I'll speak to you soon.